Ladies and gentlemen.
How's it going, guys? My name is Mando.
My name is Papo.
My name is Bucky.
Welcome back to another episode. How you guys been?
My allergies started up.
Yeah.
This dude
Fucking sucks ass, dude. Fucking dying on Tuesday.
Fuck.
Like,
Sounds-
mid work, dude.
Sounds pretty gay.
It was. It fucking was. Dude, like, my fucking eye hurts right now. It itches and hurts at the same fucking time.
You took medicine for that?
Yeah. But I don't have any at the moment.
What do you think? Been gay?
I'd say go fuck yourself.
Oh shit. What about you, Bucky?
Nah. I've been good. Been good, man. My birthday was on it was Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
You told me it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, how was that? How was that?
I was good.
You turned 21, guys.
Yeah, I just turned 21. I'm legal now.
Legal for what?
I don't know. Dude, my dad called me. He's like, man, you're old now. And then he's like, how old are you?
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Is it me or like do the like Hispanic parents just forget how old their kids
I
are?
think so, man. Because they're like,
Because my dad did the
he
same
said, how old are
shit.
you now?
My dad did
Damn.
the same shit. He's like, you're old. He was like, how old are you turning? I was like, 26. He was like, oh yeah, you are old.
She's like my mom.
No.
I get home and got after work and went to the house, and then she's like, I totally forgot it was your birthday.
Oh my god. It just gets worse.
Yeah,
It just gets worse, bro.
like, I'm trying, but it's only I think it's only the Hispanic parents.
I think people, because I was like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not, I don't post anything like
Yeah,
if it
no, I
was
don't
my
do
birthday or anything. But even some of my friends like, is it today your birthday or is it tomorrow? I was like, I don't know, dude. What do you think?
I'm not feeling it today, so I think we should do it another day.
It's like I'm not feeling it this today. We're gonna keep it. We'll keep it for next year, all right?
Like you know what I do? I open a Cash App account every fucking birthday and just say, Cash App me.
Oh my god. Yo, it would have been fucked if you said a GoFundMe.
Fund me. It's a progressive disease, and what is it called? Aging.
It's a slow fucking.
It's a slow fucking killer.
Yeah.
But no, I've seen motherfuckers just straight like put their fucking
Takes about 80 years.
Yo, I've seen motherfuckers put their fucking Cash App and then like straight like put it on their stories and all that shit. Like, Cash App me for my birthday, and it's like, bro, you're a low key slut. You gonna send me some nudes or some shit? What the fuck are you talking about?
Some of them get money though. Some dudes be just sending out money like, but they won't have money for their kids, but they won't have money for.
Right.
Yeah, the
funny shit is that they get Cash App and shit, and they spend it that same fucking day.
I don't have Cash App, dude. I don't have Venmo. I don't have anything.
I don't have none of that shit.
I have Cash App just in case like I get tattooed.
All right, slut.
Nice.
Did you get offended?
Over the fucking hostility.
I'm okay.
Hostility.
But
It ain't so funny when it's towards you, is it?
no, bloody fuck you. Fucking, but bro, I just fucking zoned the fuck out right now. Hold on.
Pero me, was it 2 days ago? I was driving and this dude is just talking. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. Oh wait, no, he was talking about how investing money, buying land and stuff. And then I think at some point I was like, oh yeah, I know. And he's like, you know? And then the whole time I was like, I know what?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
He
He
was like,
probably
"What?"
felt the worst, bro.
He's like, were you sleeping? I was like, I guess so. He was like, oh, that makes sense. Because I was driving. And apparently, I was going from like, we were driving like back roads and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, I guess that makes sense why you were driving the way you were driving.
Oh
I'm
my
telling you, because I just heard him
God.
talking, dude. And then he's like,
You were like in your own mind.
yeah. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I know. He's like, you know?
He was like, wow, you
damn.
actually
Well,
know
you
this?
know. He was like, and then I was like, what do I know? He's like, you didn't pay attention. I was like, honestly, I think I was asleep. He was like, that
Holy
probably makes sense.
fuck. It probably makes sense, and he didn't bother to be like, "Hey, are you okay? Hey, you good? Like you're driving us. Are you all right? No,
Right.
He was just like, I thought you was fine. I'm like, I clearly not.
Bro,
Clearly not.
you were zoned
Dude,
out,
it's
zoned out.
it's. I don't know how we made it back to the place we were going, but yeah, I just heard him talking, dude. He was talking and.
all you hear is wah, 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 wah. Bro, I've been in those situations where you just hear him talking, or just hear like
It goes
back
in
row.
through
Yeah.
here and then comes out here.
and then you're like, and you're like, wait, what were you saying?
Like when you try so
Or-
hard to pay attention, but it's
Yeah.
like
Or it's like the other way around, like where you hear the person, but you still say, huh?
Yeah,
But you've heard the person the whole time.
What were you asking? Yo. The most embarrassing thing for me is like when somebody's talking to you, and they repeat the instructions like 5 times after you've been like, huh?
that was
Wait,
me
what
in
did you
school,
say?
though.
And they repeat it, and then you're like, all right, sounds good. Like after you get it, and then all the questions start flowing in, and you're just like, bro, did he say to do it this way?
You just start doubting yourself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think that happened to me. A
Or
lot.
did he say to do it that way? But how the fuck did he mean it? What was his tone?
You know, no.
That's
You
that-
say that's bad. What's bad is when the motherfucker tells someone to go do something, right? And then they're like, nah, never mind. You don't know how to do shit. And then they point at you. They're like, oh, yeah, you know how to do it. And they start explaining what the fuck to do. And then you're like, huh?
Yeah, bro.
That's the worst, bro. And that shit happened to me, dude. He was like, yeah, you know how to do it. We've done it a million times. I'm like,
Not
fuck
really.
are-
I just
I'm
been
like, what-
following you.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you're just like following a lead the whole time, and you end up doing it good. It's
Yeah,
like
I'm
lying on your resume, bro.
I'm like, what the fuck are you on about? Like, what are we doing here? Like, and he's like, bro, he's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Explain it one more time, because I wasn't paying attention to you at all. And he like explains it like 3 times. I'm like, bro, I still have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
You know
And-
what? Yeah.
And fucking, he was like, there's no way, bro. And then, like, I don't know, like, somewhere midway, it just, like, clicks. And I'm like, oh. Like, he does, like, one little fucking movement, and it fucking clicks. And I'm like, oh, okay. I got you.
That was me in school, dude. The
Like-
last teacher, I was like, I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like, if you tell me, bro, it'll go, like, over my
Same,
fucking head.
same.
You show me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Simple. Like, but you start
seemed
explaining shit to me, I have no fucking idea what you're saying.
I'm not good at explaining stuff.
Yeah, that's why I don't explain shit.
I try to explain stuff at work, because like the other day I was talking and I just see everyone smiling. I was like, what's going on? I was like, you guys don't understand me? And I was like, you just... and then they're just smiling. I was like, why? He was like, dude, we've been on, like, that's just who you are. Like, you start
They
at one
just-
point and you end up in a different place, and then they're like...
we just let you talk.
Basically, that's what it was like. We just let you talk, dude.
But we deep down we know what you mean. Yo. Oh
yeah,
my
it was
God.
funny
Nah,
because I just
know.
saw everyone smiling, dude.
I don't know how to explain shit either, dude.
No, dude, that was me in school when I didn't understand, especially math. The teacher would try to explain it, and after like 5-6 times, I was just like, "Oh yeah, I got it." The whole time I didn't get it.
Everybody's gonna
dude.
fucking be looking at this like beginning of the episode and be like, these folks are fucking retarded.
Nah, bro. I mean, it's a thing though. There's
Yeah.
visual learners. There's fucking like, or you read an explanation and they fucking understand it. Like,
And
I
then there's
could-
retarded people. That's what we're
I don't-
at.
There's
It's like,
me.
nah.
this motherfucker. Not like in school. Yeah, no, he has a point. Like, you know how they would, like, in high school, I don't know about you, but in high school, they'd be like take notes and
Yo,
shit.
you see this motherfucker, dude?
Hey, no, dude,
I'm sorry.
What's going on with you guys today, man?
I don't-
Yo, he's just like straight shot after shot. Like you're taking shots, bro.
Oh, but we're not gonna talk about the fact that you like shot right from the get go when we fucking walked in.
What did I do? What did I do?
What did you do?
What did I do?
You did a lot.
All right. Well,
But like in high school, right? They're like take notes and shit. And I was in math class, and my teacher was like, she saw me sitting right, and I was just like looking at the board, and like everybody was like this, taking notes and shit, and I was just the only one like sitting up, like looking at her and then looking at the board. And she was like, "Are you not gonna take notes?" I was like, "No." And she was like, "Why not?" I was like, "Because if I take notes, I'm gonna be paying attention more to trying to write the shit down than actually listening to what you have to say, right?" And she was like doing it up on the board, so I was like, "I'd rather watch you do it.
Yeah.
That way I know how to fucking do it later on, right?" And she was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so, and mind you, these notes were for a test, and so she goes through the whole notes and shit. I didn't take one bit of fucking notes. Everybody else took notes, bro. Took the test. I was the only one that passed that fucking bitch.
God dang.
And then ever since that fucking day, she never asked me to take notes again.
Stroking his ego right here.
Fuck yeah, dude. But I'm telling you, like, if you like explain it to me, I won't understand. If I look at it, if I see it, I got you. I can repeat it.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought I was the only one.
No. I think my daughters are like that too.
Huh.
Crazy. Hey, listen.
You okay? You okay, buddy?
It's okay to cry today.
What? Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm great. I'm phenomenal.
You look like you zoned out for like a good minute.
I'm not going to lie. I did for a little bit.
It ain't the first time. It was like the third time today.
Like
Yeah.
his eyes just disappeared. Yo.
Sorry. Been tired. Been working day and night, my boy. Day and night. So I'm kind of like a little shot.
I don't remember asking. I asked
This
if you were
fucking
okay.
homosexual, dude.
It was a yes or no question.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy. Oh. Talking about me being okay.
What happened?
Made reservations for the Hinsdale house.
What? How did that bring? What?
No, because
When
I've been thinking about it a lot, like, because I did it, so we're gonna
What
go
day
in the
is it?
summer.
There's gonna be a video for you guys to experience it with
Yeah,
Around
them
summer?
because I'm not going.
yeah. Yeah,
I might go, though.
It's gonna be
We'll
a video.
see.
You should have gone.
Yeah, dude, you should come.
Or you should go.
Yeah,
I will go.
It'd be
you should come.
a good experience.
You got to bring the wife.
It'd
Yeah,
be a good experience.
We'll see.
You
I
got to
don't-
come, dude.
Should you bring your wife? That's a real question.
Yeah, should you bring your wife?
I don't think so.
I don't
I
think
mean,
she wants to go.
She wouldn't want to go.
I
I
don't
don't think so.
I don't think she would want to go. But
You got to
Like, I
do it.
feel like-
That'd
I
be
feel
like
like-
our first like video. Like,
I feel like if it would be good for him to go because we're into it. You know what I mean?
because
Just-
like,
just
it's
to, like,
for the
get the
it's for the
experience.
podcast.
No, it's not. I don't even think. No, at least for me, I don't think it's for the podcast. I just think it's a good experience to have.
I don't know about all that, but
I don't know. We'll see.
but I feel like it would be a really cool experience.
It's not like you,
I mean, it's at least do it for our first video.
no. You're guilt tripping him now. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
wild.
guilt tripping the fuck out of
That's
you right
wild, bro. Don't do that.
now. I'm not pressuring you, but I'm kind of pressuring you.
This
At
is,
least
this is peer pressure to it at its finest.
This is how peer pressure feels.
Yeah.
it could have been drinking though, or drugs.
No, it's just the risk that you might get possessed.
No, not possessed. You
Just tossed around a little bit.
the way this motherfucker says those things. No, but I'm super excited for it. It's gonna be in the summer, so be posted for that video, guys. It's gonna be a fucking great
Simone.
experience. I'm gonna see if we can get into any different spots before we go to Hinsdale, but
Wasn't there
Yeah.
one in what the fuck was it? West Virginia?
yeah, we could go to that.
Which one was it? I can't. It was a
Trans-Allegheny.
Sane Asylum, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the lunatic asylum.
yeah.
Yeah.
You You pay to get to that one, right?
Yeah.
It's not like one of those like abandoned places where you gotta like break in
No,
for
no.
trespass.
Yeah, you pay to that one.
No, because I mean, there's a lot of places like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't mind doing that.
What?
Like going to one of those abandoned buildings.
You
Where,
wouldn't mind,
though?
or would
I
you
don't
do
know.
it?
I wouldn't mind. Like I would do it.
Like, there's a few around here, but they're just like really heavily patrolled.
Yeah.
So it's just like
That's, but they're all heavily
trip
patrolled. They're not
wires.
heavily patrolled, but they're patrolled.
trip
Yeah.
wires and everything.
You think?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
There's a lot of homeless people that live in these motherfuckers.
Oh, and then fuck that too. Like I think you think about that and just like, do I really want to
I'm not
accidentally
saying
have to murk a fucking?
I'm not
homeless
saying
guy?
going in the middle of the fucking night. Are you fucking? Nah, I'm not that fucking
Uh,
ballsy.
I mean, it doesn't take the middle of the night to get stabbed in the throat by a homeless guy with a fucking dirty needle. Like, it doesn't take the middle of the night.
But what I'm trying to say is that you can see a motherfucker from at least from a mile away. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Have you seen that one video on like Nuke's Top 5 where they're like going into this abandoned building in the daylight, and he keeps on hearing noises like doors shut and everything, and he tracks it down to this classroom, and then when he goes into the classroom, he hears the noise again in like the closet area, and so when he goes into the closet area, he's like flashing the light, and then he flashes the light, and there's a dude with a bat, and he starts screaming, and the dude just runs out.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I've seen one where
It's either bizarre.
They were doing an investigation at night, right? It was an abandoned building too, and fucking I think in like one of the videos you can see like a motherfucker hiding on top of a room. Like I don't know, like this room had like a space above it. Where I guess you could like put boxes and shit.
Yeah, this
and
is another one. Yeah, this is another one.
A motherfucker was just hiding up top of there, and
Yeah,
nobody knew.
Where they were just
kept
laughing and they
hearing.
were just like wanted to put the camera over, and then they put the camera over and there's somebody in there.
Yeah, dude. There was another one where they were in a house, and I don't know if they broke in or like they snuck in while they were doing this investigation, but they had a dog with them.
Oh, yo,
And
that
the
is
dog
so terrifying,
goes off on
bro.
its own, dude, because it kept hearing some. I guess it. I don't know
It
if it
caught a
sniffed.
scent.
Yeah, it caught a scent of someone or something, right? So it went off on its own, right? And they had the dog with the camera on it, so you could see the dog's like point of view. And he looks under a bed on the second floor, dude. And there was somebody hiding there, right? And then they hear noise, right? The dog starts barking and shit. And so they call the dog back downstairs and they start reviewing the fucking the video of the dog's view. And all of a sudden they hear like somebody running down the fucking stairs, dude.
And the dude in the
And they
camera
get
had the
all
YN
freaked
mask
out.
and everything, dude.
Yeah. Bro, like that's like the only thing.
And they were like, "What the
some of
hell
those
is that?"
places-
They didn't even catch the guy that ran out.
Yeah.
They just heard like
They got scared,
Yeah.
dude. They freaked out because they thought it was like something paranormal until they saw the video of the guy under the bed.
Oh shoot!
like they could have been murdered easily.
But like that's the only bad thing about abandoned places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was in England, so like the worst that could happen was could have gotten stabbed with a zombie knife.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of that shit? Like in England, you can't have any guns or shit.
You can't
So-
have anything.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, and like to get a knife, you have to get ID'd. You have to be like 21 to fucking purchase a knife and shit to cook, because motherfuckers just straight go shank everybody. It's like basically our version of
Guns.
having Glocks with switches. They have the zombie knives.
I mean, that thing looks like a freaking. I mean, I would understand why you need a freaking permit to carry one of them, though.
Yeah, that's a kitchen knife.
Oh,
It's
Well,
a
I-
kitchen knife or a handmade knife.
okay. I was.
God.
And like that, it's big enough for it to go like all the way through.
So it's not
you.
even like a fucking Rambo knife. It's a whole fucking kitchen knife.
It makes you like a kebab.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no! It says a zombie style, and it's the street name given to workman who's over 8 inches though.
Yeah.
So it's the street version of a fucking shank.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
That's un
Motherfuckers
machete.
pull up their shirts like it's like a fucking like
a gun.
a Glock.
See what I got on me?
Hey, don't fuck with me. Yo, I'm
Try to
telling
do
you.
their accent. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, I can rap like them.
This motherfucker gonna go viral for that stupid shit.
Yo,
Fucking dumb.
that's like every fucking drill song
Yeah, it is.
that's from London
Yeah,
or
it
from
is.
England.
It's
I
the
stab
same
you.
beat.
Yeah,
It's the same fucking beat.
yeah. But now I fucking feel like I have to fucking put one on, bro.
Go for it.
Let's see.
Yeah,
You gonna make
send
somebody
it.
Some fucking let's see.
put some random person.
I don't know if it's gonna fucking if you guys are gonna be able to hear it, but let's see. All right, because I don't want to hear the ads. Okay, there you go.
What are you typing?
England drill music.
That's what it's called, really?
Let's see.
They're innocent. We ain't got generational wealth. Generational wealth. It's only a year that I've had these millions. My work could have been in a drift car, stop them furious. I went from the Toyota Yaris to the Urus. They had their chance but blew it. Now this girl want me and her uterus. Fuck it, I'm rich, let's do it.
Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as her life is squinting, can't just stare. Went bay through thick and thin, she already fixed, so I'm halfway there. Brown and black, could have changed my mind, I was halfway there.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I like the song though. I don't know
Let's
what
see.
they're
Let's see
saying,
another
but
one.
Yeah, like I don't understand what the fuck they're saying. But like the beat's always the same way. Like the way they rap is the same exact.
This one's
way.
Welcome to Brixton.
My youngsters are nothing, stay with a cut and chef up you and your mother. 3 Owen got nicked for Mazza, now he's doing life with a slammer. How many times I circled the up block again and again to a man got slapped with a hammer? Blood was a well-known rider, I'll hop off a bike, watch the ops and sing like Mariah. It was screw and shit to the slap that corn when she got bun.
So here's my thing. What's with this? And all you got is knives, my boy.
They can't be like. They're gonna be jerking off the air, bro.
Mike Myers, that shit.
No.
No, but I mean, some of the songs are like all right, but it's like the same shit all over again. It's,
it's
like
the same. The same.
Like I don't understand what they say.
They use
I don't
the
know
same
about
beat
y'all,
for
but I don't
everything,
understand what they're saying.
Shit.
I told him, bro. I told him, I was like, "Are you sure you want to do this, bro? Are you sure you want to do this?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm sure." I told him.
You forgot?
How do you put this though?
It's like that.
Technical ¿Cómo se diga?
Technical difficulties. Yeah, no. What are you doing? Put it down.
How?
I see.
Yo, I told him. All right, so you might have to bring it down a little bit. No.
No, it's this.
Yeah,
Ahí estamos.
yeah. Just in case, yeah, because you don't want the camera to not catch your face. It just
Okay.
catches straight microphone. Osuna. And then I put a clip of fucking Osuna dándole el microfonazo. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I'm going to have to do it now. Oh, shit. But yeah, that's English drill music.
It's the same thing here though. A lot of
That mumble rap.
yeah,
It's like that
it's
mumble
Oh
the
no, I
same
think it's
beat,
not even
though.
mumble rap at this point. At this point, it's just straight talking about homosexual activity and
The fact that you can understand is crazy.
and
He listens to that.
fuck no.
He does though.
Hey.
Hey, he does though.
Hey, I don't, dude. I can promise you that shit. Like my wife blew out my fucking truck speakers listening to Young Dolph, man. I fucking
Who's
hate
that?
the rapper that got killed in Memphis.
Oh nah.
Yeah, she blew out my speakers in my truck, and now I can't even listen to corridos in peace, bro. So I'm just like, I can't listen to shit in peace because it only
Bruh.
sounds on one side.
It's
And I'm
alright.
like,
You
I
don't
let
have
her
to-
use the truck
Look,
just
you
one
don't-
day, bro.
You don't have to blame your wife. Like we know it was you. It's okay.
It's okay, man. It's okay. It's a safe song.
It's alright. It's alright, buddy. It's alright. It's okay. Don't get upset. Okay.
I only listen to Kanye because he's based.
Who listens to Kanye?
I do. He's based.
I don't think
Sick,
I've listened
maybe.
to Kanye in a long ass time.
You ever heard? Good morning.
He listens to that song because it's famous on TikTok.
Listen,
God.
let's put some of that anti-Semitic sound out here. Kanye.
It's not. It's Yee, no? Oh, Yay or some shit like that.
Why did he change his name though?
I don't fucking know.
Well, he didn't.
That shit with his wife was crazy though on the red carpet.
Well, oh yeah, she was naked. I'm not gonna lie to you.
She was wearing a see-through dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a see-through dress, dude. And like she came in with like a trench coat, and then fucking took it off and turns around. All you see is her naked,
Knockers, bro.
Yeah, you see her tits, her fucking everything. Dude.
My
You
wife
just
was
see
like,
everything.
she definitely should have like at least kept the landing strip though.
That's what she noticed.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. That detail would have been not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh my god, bro. Like
But
what I heard was that they weren't even invited to that shit. They just
Is
showed
that his
up.
wife though? Or was it
That's
just
just what I've
girlfriend?
heard.
yeah, it's his wife.
How do you
Oh my god, it's just so many interviews. What the fuck? Everybody wants to be a part of that anti-Semitic sound. I'm excited for the new album.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck?
What? I'm being honest. That's what we're here for. Honesty.
Are you gonna play it or not?
Nah, it's just interviews, and like if I like scan my fucking thing over. Hold on.
Well, can we even play it?
It's okay.
I don't think we can play it.
I think we can.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. He said, "Oh nah." What is this one?
You're telling me you listen to this?
I'll listen to it. Yeah. No, not this song. Not
no,
this
I mean,
song.
that's fine, though. I'm not saying, like, oh, why are you
Oh
listening
no,
to
he's
it? though. I'm like,
definitely
it's good, bro.
he's definitely saying it.
There's judgment.
There's judgment in his
I'm-
voice, in
I'm
his
judging
tone.
you. I'm judging
No,
you.
no, 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 no,
To be
no,
honest,
no.
I'm judging
I'll listen to
Taylor Swift?
no, fuck that bitch. Boo.
I used to
Bro.
call her Taylor Smith.
Smith.
Wife was like, what did you say? Isn't that her name? She's like, no, it's Taylor Swift.
Bro, and they would get mad at you for that shit.
Bro, I never liked Taylor Swift. I could never
I don't get
tolerate.
what
I
the
never
fuck
got the
is-
hype.
Yeah, I
I
don't-
never got.
Come on, bro.
any
I
of
like
it.
her music, man.
Oh, you're
I'm joking.
what's it called? A Swiftie.
Simone.
Nah, I fucking never understood her shit. I always.
Isn't it always about her breaking up with her boyfriend?
Yeah, it's the same shit. It's like it's just music about poor decisions.
I mean, you got to get the motivation somewhere.
That's the wrong motivation.
That's the wrong motivation we need out here. Dude, we got people out here having
Yo.
having kids with no fathers.
I think when they booed her on the Jumbotron fucking thing.
oh,
I
Super
think-
Bowl.
At the Super Bowl, yeah. I think they were making fun of her, saying that she was gonna break up with Travis Kelce and make a song of it.
oh shit! He did nothing to protect me.
Yeah.
No, but she was lost, and it's like, bitch, you've been talking shit.
Bro, she made this face like,
Yeah,
what's going
She's
on?
like, I'm getting paid for this.
she's been
dude.
talking shit.
Didn't she make over $1 billion just for the NFL?
I don't even fucking
I don't
dude.
know. Yeah, but I think
I
pretty sure
don't-
it's
I don't
she's
keep up with
in
it.
it for money.
Do you think we're
I-
gonna get a lot of hate for this?
Probably. It ain't gonna be new.
It's just a whole bunch of fucking comments from Swifties attacking us right now.
Oh, dude, and then they're gonna say, like, we can't even take him serious. He has a mask on.
I mean, I don't understand. Why would you take it serious though? It's for entertainment.
Yeah,
purposes,
like you're good. Like people are out here like really trying to get on my mask, and it's like what, and I'm just like,
But
you know,
like,
because
what-
like I've said a few fucking weird things before, a few like controversial things, and it's just
I'm
like,
glad you clarified that.
yeah, I've said a few fucking controversial things, and I'm just like, it's probably the Fed boys trying to get my face to see what the fuck is up.
Bro, like But what compels y'all to stay and watch?
Right, like you guys watch the video multiple times, and then the worst part about it is like you guys comment and reply comments that people like they're like, just listen to it or why are you here? And you guys still comment back. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you're fucking hilarious, bro.
It's okay though. You can still watch it and hate it.
But at the same time, like I said, it's probably the Fed boys trying to see what's up.
No, the comments are funny though.
No, I mean that's the
I
point,
haven't
though.
even paid attention recently to the comments.
I haven't seen them recently either. But
So-
the ones that I have read, they're funny.
Yeah, they're probably like, I'm ahead of time. I'm sorry for not putting clips up. I've just been working day and night, so we will see clips probably tonight, or no. Well, this is probably going out Wednesday, so the day of recording.
Okay, you good? I think working nights is affecting you, man.
Yeah,
bro.
it is.
Oh my god.
But talking about Swifties and cult members, you know.
Are we calling the Swifties a cult?
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
I was like, at what point in time do we mention cults?
No, yeah, no, the Swifties
Well,
are
that's how you
cults.
start. They're like when you just follow somebody like
Nah, did you hear about how she was like complaining about how her contract was a scam? And so she kept on telling her fans about it, and her fans started fucking pressing the dude, her like manager or whatever the fuck it was, or the label owner or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, that's a cult.
Yeah.
That's a straight cult.
Yeah, and they were threatening her his family and everything,
that's
That's
just so she
wild,
can
bro.
get off the contract. Yeah,
The fuck?
yeah. I'm probably butchering it, but that's like the gist of it. Like, she got her fans to press this guy's family out and him out to like let her go. Like, fucked up his whole business just to like get out of the contract.
Just let her. Bro.
I don't know how
Let her go.
I don't know
Yeah.
how y'all could get so damn involved with somebody else's life.
Like, that's just insane. It's a cult, bro. It's a
No, I
fucking
know,
cult.
but you know what I mean? Like, how the fuck can you do that? Like, you don't know the person. Like, Taylor Swift doesn't know who the fuck you are. Yeah, you're over here fucking
Like, ride or die.
throwing your fucking life.
Yeah,
this person.
essentially, like, if you were to fucking like murder this guy, or this guy was to like kill himself because of you, like, it's assisted suicide, bro. That is a charge.
I mean, it's not just her though. Like a bunch of famous people. Bad
Yeah.
Bunny is one of them. People are like,
Oh, fuck Bad Bunny. I'm gonna make a clip of that too, so you guys can hear it. Fuck Bad Bunny. I hate this dude.
It's just him repeating, "Fuck Bad Bunny, fuck Bad Bunny."
Bro, like, I liked him at first, but then he started with that gay shit, and then he started talking shit.
Didn't he start dressing up as a female?
Yeah, all that dumbass shit and making phony ass music, just like hoeing, like,
But like, doesn't he do that mumble shit too?
yeah,
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't get the fucking point of that music. Like, that shit. You don't understand. I don't understand shit.
Oh, talking about Bad Bunny though, like, did you hear? There's like this like clip, like,
You talking about that Diddy shit?
yeah, like that's going
gets
around.
railed?
Yeah, and he sounds
Diddy?
like fucking Bad Bunny's getting like
Railed?
destroyed.
oh nah.
He's getting wrecked. Like,
But that shit's been out for a good
yeah,
minute
but it's
now.
like it always gets like turned off or some shit, or like I guess taken away.
I haven't fucking seen that video. in
Bro,
a
I was
while.
like swiping.
Well, it's not even a video; it's an audio.
Yeah, I was swiping, and then all I heard was that shit, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys," like, because I was at work, and I was like, it was like I was talking with them, and I'm swiping, and all you hear is fucking Bad Bunny, like, "Oh."
Does I have a walkie-talkie? Oh, my bad, guys.
Yo, and then he's like, and then he's like, it's like you could hear Diddy say something in the background and Anuel too.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, oh, is this real? Like, there's no way that this is AI.
That's
I
that's
know,
my
man.
thing,
Like-
right? That's my thing is like, that's why, like I say, like AI is so fucking dangerous because at this point, like, you don't even know what the fuck is real and what the fuck is
Yeah.
fake, dude. Like, I don't know if that shit was real.
Yeah, I
that
don't-
shit sounded real.
It sounded real as
It
fuck.
sounded painful.
It makes sense
And
why he's gay as fuck now, though.
It does make sense.
What were you gonna say?
Nah.
I think Bucky's fucking traumatized.
Have you watched F is for Family? Have you watched F is for Family?
Yeah.
Have you watched F is for Family?
No.
I haven't watched it in a good minute though.
There's this fucking scene where the little kid gets traumatized and he has this like traumatized look.
Oh, because
What's his name?
was it because he like saw his parents fucking or some shit? Was it that?
Bill's trauma face. Oh, come on.
He has like PTSD.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
But yeah, on the topic of cults. Let's see.
Yeah, where were we going with that?
Right here. Here's the trauma face.
I know what you think you saw. Wasn't doing nothing.
Yo.
He looks like he went through hell and back.
Yo, when he catches his parents like fucking, all you see him is like his face, just the same face, and then his dad's ball sack on the fucking background while he's pounding his mom, and he's just so traumatized because he's under the bed. He snuck out of school, and he's under the bed, his parents' bed. His parents came home early, and they land on the bed and they start fucking.
Was it because they wanted another kid or some shit like that?
Yeah, so then they start like he starts peeking, right? He starts peeking, and then he sees his dad's nuts just clapping his mom, and he's like, "Holy fuck!" But yeah, getting back to the cult shit. So like last week we were talking about Jesus fuck, what a turnaround. But no, last week we were talking about
I was gonna say that.
what a
What a
turnaround.
fucking 180, dude.
Yeah, but yo, you're talking about ball sack.
Bro. It sounds like you're about to go to like a sex club. Talk about a sex cult.
No. But kind of.
Kind of.
Really?
Weirdly, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It wasn't. I mean,
It kind of was.
kind of.
All right, this conversation
So-
was planned.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But the thing is, like, last week we were talking about religious questions, and I was talking about how like there's people that tend to follow other people instead of the word of God. So then, it's a really close, like it's a really thin line.
They like make it seem like what they're saying is
Yeah, so it's like a really
aligned
thin,
with it.
Yeah, it's a really thin line between being in religion and a church, and then being a part of a cult.
Yeah.
It's a very, very thin line. And I brought up the topic of Waco with the Branch Davidians.
I have no idea what that is.
Waco, Texas.
It happened like 20 some years ago.
Yeah.
Bro, you're gonna have to pop a clip or something. I can't do this like off the top of my head like
There's
that.
no way.
Explain it at least. Is this like the mass suicide shit?
Oh no, that was Johannesburg.
Oh, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of what it is.
So you know who the Messiah was, right? Jesus.
Yeah,
right?
Jesus.
So this dude, what was his name? David.
David Koresh.
Yeah, he was the sinful Messiah. He used to
So-
self-proclaim Jesus, I guess you can say.
So he was basically like an antichrist type of thing?
Nah,
Like, not an antichrist, but like
He was an Adventist at
he
some
was trying
point.
to, like, portray himself as the Messiah.
I
Yeah.
think because I was listening, right? Because I don't, honestly I don't read.
It's okay. I
So
don't
basically,
either.
it says that when he was younger, they used to go to a church, the one you said,
Yeah, the Seventh-day Adventist.
and like since I mean, he was good, like he memorized the Bible, and whenever there were a church and like the church elders, they were like explaining some stuff, and he would if he didn't agree with them, then he would like go against what they were saying, and eventually he got kicked out because he didn't
too
agree with them. Yeah,
outspoken.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when he ended up at the
See, like, I'm not saying he's right, but there are some things out there that churches do, where they, like, twist the Bibles to their convenience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't know what he was
I
saying.
mean, what he did, it was-
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he
It's
was saying. I'm just saying overall, like in general, like I'm saying, like there are people that like church wise, like there are people in church that say like things to their convenience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, you would have to like speak out and be like, no, you're teaching the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing with them was that, so
So he was doing the opposite. He was basically trying to teach the wrong thing.
yeah, I mean, he would speak about, the Lord's word, but he would say it into a way where it would coerce them to do what he wanted. You understand?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you're basically doing it to your own convenience.
Yeah, like he would use verses for his own convenience.
Like people might get offended about what I'm about to say, but like in the Bible it says or how like some pastors, some lesbian pastors or gay pastors say that in the Bible it doesn't say that it's wrong to be gay, but it clearly states in the Bible that it's an abomination.
Yeah, that a man shouldn't lay with another man, right?
And vice versa. A woman shouldn't be laying with a woman.
Yeah.
So like, but there are gay pastors and lesbian pastors that say that, oh, it's fine.
Yeah, for me personally, I wouldn't want a woman pastor or anybody with a homosexual problem.
I mean,
yeah.
it's because of that same reason the Bible itself says, well, God himself says it's an abomination. Like
to lay with another man.
Yeah.
Or to lay
It's
with,
sin.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they're like these people that teach, oh yeah, no, it's okay for you to be gay. Like these pastors telling you that it's okay. Like it's not. It really isn't. Like that's what I'm trying to get at. Is like people are teaching you the wrong things, and that's where I feel like
you get lost.
And then that's where somebody has to, step out and
it
actually
becomes
tell you.
it's like I said, it's a thin line. Mm-hmm. It's a thin line. But what Dave
So
Carrera,
what was he trying to declare?
He
Through
said
the Bible.
He said that he was that God spoke to him saying that he was the Messiah. Like, you know how we talk about that Jesus is coming back?
No, dude.
So I was listening to some of his followers. They were like, well, back when Jesus, real Jesus came, he was perfect. He knew no sin, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, even the people didn't want the what did she said? Like the good Jesus, the one that didn't sin.
Mm-hmm.
So what if people want to follow the sinful Jesus, the one that can
more relatable.
That
we can
does
relate to him?
Sin like us.
Yeah. And so basically he was saying that the Bible, not the Bible, the God had told him that he was supposed to write the stuff in in Apocalypse, like in the Revelation, the book of Revelations, and like how he was supposed to translate that kind of, you know what I mean? And so of course somehow he got famous, man. He got people from all over the world.
That's crazy. I don't think I've heard of this one, man.
Yeah. You know who just sold his I think Trans Am or Camaro? Or no, his Mustang, I think. It was a Mustang. Zach Bagans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just sold his Camaro.
What fucking show is he from?
His Mustang.
Fucking show is he from?
I think Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures, yeah.
Yeah.
You know who he is? No.
No, I don't.
Oh, he was in Sam and Colby.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was, he started because he wanted to become a musician at the beginning because he used to play and like the guitar and stuff, and that didn't work. So of course he came to the Branch Davidians, right? And where because like I said, he knew the Bible, like he memorized the Bible, so he was able to teach it, I guess you can say. And somehow, right? Somehow he became famous. Like he got people from all over the world. People from Philippines, I think. Might be wrong. So from different countries where people will move, will decide to just leave everything they had in another country
Just to follow
to follow him,
Yeah.
because they're like, we want to know that if it's the real Messiah.
They believe that this guy was the Messiah.
They believed him, and then the thing is that he apparently his goal or his message was he would talk about how the end of the world was coming soon and how the government was going to be the one killing them and like
the Christian persecution.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and so people like that. That's what makes me like. I wish I could interview somebody. What makes you follow somebody like that? Though?
Yeah, that's
why.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why does how can you do that?
How are you gonna tell me like whatever the way he explains the Bible makes you want to worship him?
Yeah, like I don't. That's what I don't get. It's like I get that, you know, like you could be listening to someone like a teacher or something like that, like because, you know, you want to learn more, right? But like to actually have like devotion for this man, like actually like throw everything for this man specifically. That's where I get confused. It's like, what drives you to do that?
So yeah, so apparently, like, you know, he will control people. Like he will control what people will eat.
Oh damn.
Yeah, you couldn't eat, like, if you were eating an apple, you can eat, like, you can mix fruits and vegetables at the same time. Apparently,
What the heck?
like he used to control people. Like, hey, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that, and like I said, he would record. And like apparently they have like Bible studies. Those Bible studies would last for 12 hours.
I can believe that. Like, Bible
12
study
hours, dude. And then he would
lasting for a
apparently he
while.
would get
I
mad
don't know
if you
about
fell
12
asleep.
hours.
Apparently he
You
would. Yeah, imagine you, dude, just talk, and you just like falling
Yeah,
asleep.
I mean, without 12
is
hours without
crazy.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just straight talk.
Yeah.
Straight.
Oh,
And the thing is,
damn.
there's videos, and the people just like, they look excited, like they want to
the
learn.
whole time. I don't know about that, dude.
A lot of these guys don't say anything bad about him to this day.
They're like,
Really?
they're still waiting for him to
Where's
come
he at
back
now?
to life again. He's dead.
Oh, when was this then?
1996.
5, I think. It was the biggest. We'll see right now. No, but anyways, going back to what he used to do, he used to. At some point, it got bad because he used to talk like, "Hey, God told me to do this. God told me to do that. And God told me I can't eat this. God told me," like everything. He would just say like, "Hey, God told me," and people will believe him. It's like a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, God told me to do this," and this is a story, right?
Yeah.
I have a cousin that went to church, and there was a guy at the praying, allegedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "God told me that she's gonna be my wife." And the person he was pointing at, it was this older lady.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, no, not that one. That one over there. He was pointing at my cousin. It's like, if God told you she's going to be your wife, then she better be the one. You know what I mean?
But all right, now that you're saying that, because
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
1993
Oh, 93?
was when it began. February 28th, 1993.
Lasted 51 days.
February
Yeah.
28th.
Yeah.
That's weird. But all right.
You were
But-
saying?
So you know how in the Bible it says that that there's gonna be people that claim to be prophets and people that are gonna be claiming that God tells them these things and yet it's not actually him.
Yeah.
You know how it says that in the Bible?
Yeah.
Like how would you know?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't touch Earth. That's for sure.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're talking about prophets?
Yeah, like because you know
How would you know
there's
if it's a real prophet?
Like how would you know if what that person is saying is truly getting a message from God?
So-
You know what I mean?
That's what I was saying, though. When you don't actually seek God for God and, you know, Jesus, or if you don't read the Bible, anybody would confuse you. Anybody will, because like people, and the thing is, people need to understand, if it's not God using the person, who do you think is using that person?
The devil.
Yeah, the devil will make it look like it's the truth, though, because they would never, like, they were not going to like, hey, this is right and wrong. They will make it look so close, like it's the same thing, right? Well, you know, like the way people's like, well, love is love. You're supposed to love your neighbor. Yeah, you're supposed to love your neighbor, but that doesn't mean that I'm supposed to support your sin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a tough love.
But that's what I'm trying to get at. Is like, how would you tell the difference? I mean, like,
So yeah, with that,
You know
that's
what I mean?
That's what the Bible says. That you should ask for wisdom, right? You should ask God to help you.
yeah, as long as you like pray to Him and read the Bible
Ask
and all
for-
that stuff.
In essence, it
Discernment.
shouldn't fail you.
Discernment.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You
Like-
should like, it also says, the Bible says, for God will know, or, you know, we known for our fruits, right? For nuestro fruto.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if people, that's what I'm saying. People will follow this dude, and he was definitely doing the opposite of what Jesus did. What makes you want to follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He go
Because
ahead.
talking about this guy, right? You said that this guy said that that God said that he was the Messiah, and I told you about a dream that I had.
What's true?
It was you remember I was telling you that I was talking to somebody, but I can't remember who I was talking to.
Yeah.
And I had a drink in front of me, and and I got really, really thirsty, right? I went to grab the drink. And mind you, this is like, I think it was juice, soda. I don't know what it was, right? And I grabbed it, right? When I grabbed it to drink it, I couldn't drink it, but it turned to water, right? And I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on, right? So then I like, you know, I grabbed another cup with some whatever the fuck I was drinking. Same thing happened. It turned to water. And the person that I was talking to, right, said, "You're the next Messiah." When he said that,
Oh, yeah.
I got the worst fucking chills. And mind you, this is a dream. I got chills in my dream when he said that, right? I have no idea who I was talking to, right? But I woke up right after that, dude, and all I could think about, Antichrist. When I woke up from that dream, all I could think about Antichrist.
You think it was something trying to fool you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had weird dreams like that.
Like, here's the thing, God
Not
can
like
use
that,
you.
but I've had weird dreams.
Because God, like I said, God will use, and you can, you know, through a dream too. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's when you
it says in the Bible too that
That's when you
like
need
when
to,
the end times happen, that you'll know because there'll be people that will have dreams, they'll have signs and stuff like that.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, God can use anything. I mean, there's a story in the Bible that God uses a donkey. It actually speaks, right?
Yeah.
So God can use anything and anyone. That's what I'm saying. That's when we, like, as a person, you need to, like, you had the dream. The first thing you need, if you ever have a dream like that, it's just to pray. You know, hey, you know, I just had a dream. I don't know what it is, God, but it's in your hands.
Yeah.
Take control of the situations, because, like I said, a lot of people just get confused. They get scared. And you never know. Maybe God will use you. And like I said, we don't know if he was actually being at the beginning. We don't know if at the beginning God actually spoke to him. He was like, hey.
And he just twisted it to
Yeah.
convenience type of thing.
Yeah, because once you
He
start
failed.
seeing.
He failed the test.
Yeah, because you get tempted. That's what I said last time. I'm like, pray for your preachers, pray for your leaders, because they're, you know, they will get attacked too. Because they know, like, let's just say you're leading a group of people and you're doing the right thing, but then you get temptation and then you fall for it and you start twisting your message, and then the whole bunch of people that follow you, they will follow you because they think you're the one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that's what happened to him.
It's like how they say, you know, the more you read the Bible, the more
Temptation.
devil
Yeah.
gets threatened. You know,
Yeah, the
so
closer you get to God.
he goes and tries to tempt you with all these other things, with
Yeah.
lust and all these other stuff like greed and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like people like, hey, I have, like, let's just say, you know, God told me that I could become a pastor, right? And they start doing it, and then they start getting money.
Yeah.
And then there's like, the more people I have, the more money I can get. That's like, everyone's welcome. It's true. Everyone's welcome at church, though. As long as they preaching the real thing, like the actual word of God. But a lot of people just go to church. I mean, a lot of people become pastors just for the money, though.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
at the
yeah.
beginning they had good intentions.
And you can
but then-
tell, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I feel like you could tell when it's just for the money.
Yeah.
A pastor just for the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or just for like, hey, I want to be known. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, that's what people need to understand, that Jesus, it was humble. He wasn't just, a lot of the times when he did like miracles and stuff, it was like, he wouldn't tell people, go tell people. He would tell them, like, hey, don't, don't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he didn't want to just be, because he knows he's the only one worthy to,
Yeah.
But yeah, so this dude, apparently he was doing all of that, writing, preaching, talking. Somehow he would get his message to all parts of the world. At some point he said that God told him that anyone that would follow him, let's just say if you were to follow him, your wife would have to be his wife.
Yeah. So at the beginning it wasn't like that. But like once they started being like living together and all this, that, and the third,
Like the Charles Manson type shit.
he started taking people's wives so he could procreate.
Yeah.
And so
I kind of
like,
got the gist when
he
you
was-
said take the wife.
he was getting people's wives and their daughters.
Here's
Oh,
the thing, his
no,
first
dude.
wife, guess how old she was?
13.
14.
Oh my god, the fact that I was off a year.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
The thing
Oh
is
my
that
God.
people, here's the mic, because I was watching it. You can watch this on Netflix. There's a girl, not a girl, she's a lady now, like an
Yeah.
adult.
But she was
right?
a girl when it happened.
Yeah, she was young. And she said that a lot of the times after like the Bible studies and stuff, they would stay up late, like waiting, like happy, excited. It was like, who's he gonna choose? Who's he gonna choose?
Oh, so
because
they
in their-
wanted it to happen.
well, yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I
It was
guess.
it was a
Yeah,
pride thing. Like
yeah.
people's parents were like super happy. Like,
that
oh my
their
god.
kid or their wife got chosen.
Yeah.
I get it from their perspective, but it's fucking
It's-
sadistic, dude. That's fucking crazy.
She was
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
like, hey, you know, it was at the moment when you're like, oh, I'm finally going to have the
But like that doesn't
experience.
give you the wrong sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but people sometimes like this is where I say people follow blindly. Like the line is very, very like blurry.
That's
But
what
that's
I'm
what I'm getting. Like there's a line. Like there's common sense in all this too. You know.
Well, you gotta understand, like in the Bible, like the Old Testament, there's people that used to have multiple wives.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, it was okay back then. Now it must be okay now.
And like
But it wasn't that multiple wives
Faith-
with no reason.
faith and common sense is two different things. Sometimes faith dominates the common sense.
So this lady, she was saying, right? She said that she was so excited to feel the presence of God doing it with this dude. Now, like you were saying, some parents was like, oh, you know, he chose my daughter. Maybe your daughter was 12. So you have to take her because, hey, if you don't do it, God will punish you. Or you can die. Like, so you have to. There was also a lady. She's like, she said, like, she didn't want to sleep with him. But she's like, you know, I have to get over. Like, she wanted to do it. So she said one night, she woke up around 3 a.m. and she went to his room. And he got mad. He said that he got really mad because he was like, you know, God hasn't told me to sleep with you yet. It was not your time. Allegedly, he put her in like a little ass room for like 3-4 months. Where she would only get fed for like a little hole. Though. That's where they gave her that food.
That's wild, dude.
The thing is that people, like, that's what I'm saying. You see coming, like a lot of people left after that. Say, hey,
But that's what I'm saying, dude. Like you don't see these signs and be like, "Yo, what the fuck? This is wrong." Like this guy is locking people up.
well, that's what I'm saying because he knew the Bible. There's a lot of people who don't believe in God. A lot of people who are, what is it? What do you call the people who don't believe in God?
Atheist.
Yeah, a lot of them know the Bible.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
read
do.
it. They read it as though it's a
but
book.
understand it, and that's what I'm saying. That's why you need to ask God for wisdom. You need to ask God for discernment, so you understand. Because people will use and twist the Bible, just like he used. Hey, you know, King David, I think, and Solomon had like 1,000 wives, right? A bunch of people, like
Yeah.
people from back in the days had a bunch of wives. So it's like, well, it was good. It's in the Bible, so it must be good.
But in that, and like, because yeah, you're right. In the Bible, it says that. But these people were, from what the Bible is saying, these people lived 800 years, 900 years, 700 years. You know what I mean? Like it just gradually, you know, the age gradually declined. You know
With
what I mean?
sin.
Yeah, with sin. Entre más pecado, the age started to lower. You know.
Yeah.
So, but like I can see why you would have multiple wives, in that aspect. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just someone that's listened to the Bible for a little bit, but you know,
Yeah. So
back then it was different.
Yeah,
Like,
it was just-
completely
it was
different
normal.
from now.
It was part of the culture.
Yeah. You know? So apparently not only he would sleep with your wife or your daughter, and let's just say if you have little kids as young as like 8 months, and they
Please don't
would
tell me this
cry, and
motherfucker
this
would
dude he
sleep
would like
with-
hit he would
Oh
sleep
my
them, but
God,
he would
thank
hit them,
God, dude.
punish them like as you know.
Yeah.
That some of the people, like I said, the interviews and the videos, some of them they said that you were part of were there when that happened, and he would spank the kids until they were bleeding. Like there was a view, and people still follow him though.
So I mean, he was sleeping with all these
Yeah.
little
He
girls
had, like,
and all
20
these
kids.
wives. That's what I was about to ask. How many kids did
He's
this
got
guy
like
have?
20, well maybe like 16. I don't know. But he's got a bunch of them,
He has a bunch of kids.
bunch of kids. So
God, dude.
and like I said, he had like 12-year-olds, like his wives. Because it wasn't your wife anymore. It was his wife, and he said that if you follow him, it didn't matter if you live in the other side of the world. Your wife was his wife, and the thing is that people will still do it. It's like, okay, like have you like, are you really worshiping the same God? You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like I get what you mean, but it's like, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, how can you not tell the difference? like in the New Testament, it's all about Jesus and his disciples' view of Jesus, or their point of view of Jesus, right? And
Yeah. He wasn't
like
doing.
you have all that right there in the Bible. Like, do they themselves not read the Bible and be
They
like,
don't.
this guy, there's something wrong, there's something off with this guy? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
And I get that the Bible, when you read it, it's hard to understand. And there's a lot of people that say it's hard to understand. I'm one of those people. It's hard to
Oh yeah,
understand.
it is. That's
You know, but like, you know,
It's true, though.
the more you like read it, I can only assume that you could, the more you'll understand. You know what I
you would
mean?
think people would do that.
But it just sounds like these guys went full like blind and he's gonna tell me what the Bible says, but
So-
don't
Yeah.
actually open the Bible
Yeah,
to read it.
because what people do, like love your neighbor, love everyone. It isn't a Bible. You're supposed that means respect people, right?
Yeah.
Right. Just because your skin color doesn't mean we're gonna hate you. No, that's
Yeah.
not. That's what
It's
the
like-
Bible's
it's
talking about.
Respect
Yeah.
others the way you want to be respected.
Yeah,
or
that's how
wanna
it
be
is.
treated.
That's what the Bible says. If you they look different than me, all right, I respect you, right, and I'll help you. It also means that if you love them, you wouldn't want them to end up in hell. So you tell them the truth, right?
Yeah.
So I was reading, I saw this post the other day when it says, "Me realizing why the world hates Christians when Jesus preached love." Right now, people think that when Jesus was here, he was like if you read the Bible, a lot of the times Jesus was like regañando a la gente. He would spread love, but at the same time, it was like, con autoridad.
Yeah.
So it says that Jesus wasn't just preaching feel good love. You know what I mean? Like, oh, love your neighbor. Like, he was preaching like the love to basically to call people to repentance, which is, hey, if you do this, you're going to go to hell or you can die,
Yeah.
You won't have eternal life.
Yeah. The world wants love without truth, right? That's the truth. And then, but then real love speaks truth, in which truth sometimes hurts. And that's according to John 8:32, right? Now, it also says in the Bible that darkness hates light, right? So just like the world hates the Christians, just like the world hates the truth
Yeah.
because it hurts. So they're like, well, that's not real love.
It goes back to what I was saying is that
Love-
people
lo-
twist
yeah.
the Bible to their convenience. That way it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they twist it to the fact that to the point where it's like, oh, this makes me feel good, so we're gonna keep doing this.
Right.
Instead of actually telling the people, oh, this is what the Bible says. If this hurts you, like we get it, we understand, but this is the truth. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that's what it should be.
Because people hate
People hate the truth.
being attacked. Yeah, they hate it
people
because
hate
it's
the truth. They hate being hurt, and I get that. But like that's what you need is the truth, and the Bible right there. It states the truth. It tells you the truth. Read it.
read it, yeah, and then people don't do that because, like you said, they don't understand.
Yeah.
A lot of times you open and I do this, like I said, I need to read the Bible more. I feel like you never stop learning, right? But before you pray, it says that you're supposed to pray, ask God, like, hey, help me understand, speak to me, right? And then after, so you can keep it with you, right? But people don't do that because they don't. Again, a lot of the times they don't have somebody to teach them.
Yeah.
A lot of the times they just, hey, I started going to church, and then somebody says something about it, like, I got offended, so I'm gonna stop going to church. And a lot of people say, well, Christians hate everyone just because of one person. That's what I'm saying. Stop looking at the person, though. You know what I mean? Stop putting
It's-
people on a
it's not-
pedestal, like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Don't. How is it? Just because one pastor says something doesn't mean that another pastor is going to say another thing. But in the end of the day, like, you yourself have the Bible. You know, like, you could get it online. You know, like, you can get the Bible. You can read it yourself. You might not understand it at first. But I'm assuming, like, you know, as long as you read it multiple times, eventually you'll understand it. Or you can listen to the Bible. Like, that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing. I'm listening to the Bible because if I read it, I focus more on trying to read the damn words than actually trying to understand what it's saying.
Here's my thing with this. I can only imagine that the majority of these folks that were in this cult, had gone through some type of traumatic experience, turmoil,
Yeah.
turmoil, so on and so forth. And like I said before, cults have a tendency of getting people that are like riled up in some fucked up situation.
The leader of the cult manipulates these people.
Yeah, so they're in a weak spot.
Yeah.
So
they take
like,
advantage of that.
Yeah, like I was saying last episode, there's multiple churches that come and just fucking pick off. Okay, I want this one. I want this one. And this one I can get a lot of money out of. It just have to manipulate some type of way, so on and so forth. So this is a great example of this. The thing is, what worked into his advantage is, I grew up in the Seventh-day Adventist church, and they believe in this prophet. Her name is Ellen White, and Ellen White is a prophet, a female prophet, something like that. And they tend to use Ellen White,
which is another thing in the Bible that says that women can't be prophets.
Yeah, to explain the word of God, and that's something I just never agreed with, because it's like the Adventist church will teach you not to like fall for this stuff, and then proceeds to use a lot of Ellen White's books and stuff, and so that worked for towards his benefit, because. Okay, we hear books from Ellen White, about her possibly being a prophet, or and again, I might be butchering it. I don't know, but from what I know, that's what it is. And then they get this man that claims to be a prophet, the Lamb of God. And so, of course, they're going to be like, well, he's a man. He knows the Lord's work. Or the Lord's word, why not? And it's and to be Adventist, it's like a really, like, now it might be a bit progressive, but when I was growing up, it's a very kind of disciplined church. Like, you don't work Saturdays, you don't eat, you don't cook Saturdays,
you don't watch TV,
you don't watch TV,
you don't do anything besides eat.
Yeah, you don't do nothing on Sabbath.
Yeah. It was a sin to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, you
So what do you do?
If once the sun is down on Friday night, that's Sabbath.
Would you go to church? And would people go to the church? Would they go to church?
Yeah.
On Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay.
And then as soon as the sun went down on Saturday, it wasn't Saturday anymore.
Yeah, we follow like to eat. It was like Old Testament rules.
Yeah. The whole sundown, sun up,
All
whatever.
Old
It's all
Testament.
in the Old Testament. So it was basically like that.
Yeah. So I understand where it was probably easy to manipulate these folks in a way.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's why it always caught my attention.
Yeah.
It's
My
because they're
other thing-
really like focused on God. Adventist people were focused on God, but then like I said, it's so blurred. The lines get so blurred if you come extremist.
Yeah.
Per se.
Like, yeah, you have a point there.
Yeah.
Because it was like a very disciplined thing.
Yeah.
Because, we weren't like that, at least. I don't think.
Yeah, we were for
we were for a little bit, but like, we didn't do it consistently enough to be like that until our adult years.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
We did grow up in the church.
Yeah.
For sure. But
Like,
That's good.
like I said, like the last time I actually like went to a church and actually I won't even say participate, but I was actually there in the church. I was like 13 or something like that.
yeah.
So, yeah.
But let's get back to the story.
So people follow him. A lot of people left as soon as he started taking other people, men's wife.
Yeah.
Like I said, they would control what they ate.
So I'm assuming that's when people started to like, oh, okay, yeah, something's
It's kind of
right.
weird, yeah. So they had how many acres was the? It's like 900 something, I think.
It was
900 acres.
Yeah, it was big.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Now,
that's a lot.
he used to say that the government would come after them, and how they would, like how when Jesus was here, he would, he died because of the truth,
Yeah,
right? He was
yeah.
getting crucified and everything. So he was saying that the government was going to be the one. Well, there was going to be someone going to trying to get rid of them.
Yeah. Like
So-
how Jesus was being prosecuted by
Yeah,
the
they
Jewish
were gonna get
leaders
prosecuted.
and the Romans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he
went
was,
through with it.
Yep. So he was saying that they were going to get prosecuted because
It's
they
almost
didn't believe.
80 acres. I'm sorry.
80 acres.
Well, hold
80.
on.
I was wrong.
Initially comprised of 941 acres, but after the Davidian Association dissolved,
That's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
the Davidian Association dissolved in 1962. The group retained a core 77.86 acre area around the administrative building.
Okay, so yeah, so they started. He said that God told him to start getting guns.
Oh, so
Because
this motherfucker was just gonna start a whole militia.
oh yeah, no, like this is why it got famous though. He's in it like the he lasted like 51 days with even the
50.
FBI and everyone was involved.
Yeah.
So he started buying guns. Now I think at the beginning they
Like
started because
legally or
No.
like black market type
Black.
shit.
I think it was
all types.
all kinds of stuff.
Legal,
They would-
illegal.
Oh shit.
They said
any
that-
way they could get it.
Yeah, allegedly they would go to like gun shows, they would buy guns, they will sell them, and just to make more money, right? But they started like piling a bunch of guns and everything. Like they were getting ready for like some crazy stuff. Now think
Shit.
about it. Like if you go to a church and they tell you like, hey, the apocalypse is gonna start soon, so you gotta get ready with your guns and you're gonna, you know what I mean? So that's what
Yeah.
they started doing. So allegedly there's the ranch, the neighbor said that he used to hear people like shooting, like practice shooting and stuff, right? And he noticed that they weren't using like the normal, what do you call the
Targets?
targets? Yeah, no, like they had like people stuff, right? Like they were actually training to like kill people.
Shoot people, yeah.
Yeah. So and then he was like, the guy. I'm not sure if I don't remember if he was in the Army or Navy. He was a
He was
veteran, right?
military.
He said that he was like he started hearing like they got like machine guns and everything.
Holy shit.
They had everything. Like
Yeah.
now, here's the thing. He calls the police. They start investigating, and then they. How did it go? Yeah, they started investigating and noticed that they kept buying a bunch of guns. So, but then was it UPS? The delivery person.
Yeah. Bless you.
Sorry. Thank
You
you.
good? So he noticed that he would deliver a bunch of heavy packages like every week. It was kind of weird. It says
I
until
would have been pissed.
until one day. Imagine this. Imagine you were a delivery guy and then you pick up one of the boxes and one of the what is it? Like a
Grenade fell out.
Yeah. That's when he was like, okay, this is weird.
Frag.
From a UPS delivery?
I guess it wasn't.
Oh,
it wasn't
hell no, dude.
legal. It wasn't illegal to.
Buy guns off of God
Just
knows
deliver?
where?
Back
Yeah.
then, nah.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
That's crazy.
So he
Bro,
said,
ghost guns
yeah.
didn't become illegal till recently.
No, but I'm saying like a grenade though.
Yeah.
A grenade?
machine guns, M16s, and all that crazy stuff like
Like, oh my
assault
God,
rifles.
I'd have been a pissed motherfucker just having to carry those heavy ass boxes.
But like I say, you didn't know because most of the time it was on a package, so you wasn't
Yeah.
actually paying attention. So apparently he goes to the UPS guy, he goes home, tells his wife. His wife calls the police and undercover cop.
Mm-hmm.
I guess an ATF.
Yeah,
Agent?
ATF agent.
And
What's an ATF agent?
Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms enforcement.
No.
yeah, so they send a new guy. The guy's on like a training.
Mm-hmm.
But then the ATF agent had like long hair and everything. And then the UPS guy was like, yeah, they definitely gonna know this is.
Like trap or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the David usually be the one signing the papers when they got the delivery and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what the delivery guy, because he was in an interview too, allegedly he said he told him, say, hey, we know the ATF is watching us. We know, right?
Bro, what the fuck?
They knew.
So like what? They had people inside?
No, at some point, and that's another thing, because they send a guy inside of to be part of the.
Of the cult?
Yeah, he went inside and to see how things were, because they were saying that they got accused of child abuse, right?
Yeah.
Abuse and everything.
Which was true.
At some
Sounds
point,
of it.
they also it was true, but yeah. So eventually, I guess the ATF had enough evidence to go and try to get the guy, David,
Yeah.
without killing the people.
Basically, swat the motherfucker.
But then they were saying, why didn't they catch him outside? Like he was, he was.
They were looking for smoke, bro.
Probably because the dude would go to the store.
Yeah.
If you're watching him, why can't you just go to the store and say, hey, we're going to get you there? Why you have to wait until...
They probably didn't want
isn't it like,
the elimination of evidence and all this, that, and the third.
I think it's just like we catch him on the in the compound, and we can get all the evidence there in the
makes
moment.
sense.
You know what I mean? Opposed to like, oh, we get him outside,
And we
and
have to
then
warrant
the cult finds out, they're gonna start destroying shit, getting rid of shit, type of thing. You know what I mean? Unless like it's like a simultaneous fucking hit where they get the cult and the
thing is,
guy David.
The thing is with this, like they start the raid on February 28th, 1993, and they raid the compound and all this, that, and the third. Fucking 51 days, bro. It's crazy.
51 days of what?
Yeah, they kept going.
Oh,
Standoff.
raid?
Yeah.
Standoff.
Standoff. Like, they
what?
was- yeah.
Oh,
51
because of the guns and shit?
Yeah, they were
Holy
shooting and everything,
Fuck,
bro.
for a month and a half?
Dude, it was. I'm not sure. It still is,
It's
right? The
almost been
biggest.
2 months.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest.
What do you call it? In America, the government is actually attacking.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. So when
psychological warfare and everything.
when the ATF went to actually try to catch the guy, at some point they had a checkpoint. Was it a checkpoint? No. One of the news, like the media, were asking for directions to the place.
Mm-hmm.
That's when there was like, why is the media trying to, So of course the person they asked was one of the
Branch
members.
Davidians.
So they knew when the ATF showed up in like pickup trucks with like I guess you can say cattle trailers.
Mm-hmm. Like
So as soon-
undercover type shit?
Yeah, as soon as they got there, then now the ATF says the Branch Davidians started shooting first, and who knows?
Yeah, nobody knows.
The point is that they just started like shooting at each other.
Yeah.
Like
It's easier to say they started that way they can cover... The
They don't
government
have
can
to
cover
pay.
Yeah.
so apparently like 4 agents die, and what was it, like 6 of them members too, and there was a bunch of like,
Oh,
people wounded.
76 Branch Davidians died.
That was including everyone though,
No.
even the ones that got burned. The end.
So the Waco siege was a 51-day standoff between federal authorities, members of the Branch Davidian religious group, culminating in a fire that killed 76 people,
Yes.
including Dave Koresh, the group's leader. This fire happened in the building. So just
So
the
it happened
fire
within the building?
killed, the 76 Branch Davidians.
Now I got a question for y'all. Do you think, seeing as how this fire started within the building, do you think that this was like a cover for him to get away? Or did they confirm his body?
Apparently
confirmed it.
They confirmed it?
They
They
confirmed
confirmed
it.
it.
Oh,
So
okay.
they, eventually they start shooting at each other. They had the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
They had the ones that rescue people, and then they have somebody they can negotiate,
Negotiate.
negotiate. Trying to
Yeah.
get the kids out. Trying to get the kids out, and yeah, he was like, "Well, God hasn't told me that I need to finish writing or basically, in his way, like
He wasn't
the Seven
done
Seals.
with his
Yeah.
job. Yeah.
Yeah, so they send a lawyer or they send somebody inside to try to like
A negotiator. No?
yeah. No, it was like what do you call it when you get in trouble? You need somebody to represent you.
A lawyer.
A lawyer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Try to go inside and try to like, hey, talk to him to maybe find a, hey, I can represent you, and because his mom
Yeah.
paid for it, and he said that he didn't, because he said that God told him to wait. Now they had shot him already. He had like I guess they shot him in the panza.
Mm-hmm.
La panza.
Yeah.
They're like, you're gonna
Shot him
die,
in the
right? You
stomach.
need. The FBI was like, you need to get medical assistance before you die. We can help you with that if you wanna. So he was like, if you guys let me play one of my messages on the radio, I'll let go of everyone here, and myself too. So they did that, and he even said it in the. You can actually look for the video when it says me and it says his name, that he would let people go after they aired the in the radio. And then once he was done, he was like, all right, God told me to wait, so I'm not letting anyone go. Now
So
he
he
did,
played 'em, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
he let go a bunch of kids. I guess it was like 26 kids, but then he stopped sending people, and that's when they're like started playing. They tried to negotiate. Like the problem was apparently that the FBI trying to negotiate stuff. They were doing one thing, but then the ones in the actual place, they were doing a different thing. They were playing weird noises, music, outside de día, de noche, pues. You're trying to like play with their minds, right?
Yeah.
And so they have music, lights, and like every day, right? And they still didn't. And then
You want to hear it?
Yeah, go for it.
It's psychological warfare.
imagine trying to sleep to.
And this was the ATF doing that to them?
Yeah. And eventually that didn't work, so they went to tear gas.
I mean, you're trying to do psychological warfare with people that
Not
are
letting them
doing-
sleep anything. Let's see.
So yeah,
But that's the thing that would have drove them crazy.
which they
Crazier.
did. And then the guy got mad. What is you people doing? Like, why did you tell them to do this? And like that's when the negotiating was apparently that they stopped doing it. So that didn't work. Started using tear gas, and they used I guess you could say the army tanks.
They
Like-
were using tanks?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Let's see if I don't know if this is it. Hold on.
yeah, random like songs and stuff.
All night.
And
All
lights.
night. Yeah.
That-
just like-
they had no electricity, no running water, nothing.
Hearing this all night.
And you still
All
trying
day.
to follow the person telling you, hey, you can't leave. God told me to. Not yet. He's like, I need to finish writing the 7 seals and then we can go. And the thing is, like I said, they started using at the end, after like 51 days, they started using the tear gas and they used the
shouldn't
like the biggest tanks they have.
My thing
Yeah.
is like, why did they last so long doing that?
They knew
That's because there were kids in
discipline,
there.
fortitude.
There were kids in
Yeah.
there.
No, I know, I get that, but I mean,
Because if it
shit.
was just adults, it would kill everyone.
Yeah. They would have killed.
honestly,
everyone.
that's what it would've done.
They would have killed everyone.
Probably, but
So
like, all right. So like, when they let go of the kids, was it all the? Was it just
No.
like some of the kids, or
Some of the
all
kids.
Some of the
Oh,
kids.
Some of the kids.
So there were still kids in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they do the psychological warfare. They have shootouts, and they started deploying tear gas. But they knew that this tear gas was heavily like flammable, like super flammable. So when they shoot this tear gas, it starts engulfing the building in fire. So
So it was the ATF's fault for the house catching fire.
So that's what the Branch Davidians say. Now the ATF says that the gas is not lethal; it can kill anybody. And they said that the Branch Davidians were the ones that started the fire. And they said that they got proof. There's a video where there's a guy who said he's like, I saved the dog, but I couldn't save my daughter. He's like, that's because you were the one starting the fires. So they say that when one of the tanks, I guess, pushed one of the walls, it hit one of the propane tanks, and because they got since they didn't have any electricity, they were using what do you call those when
gas stoves or something, or what?
for light?
Oh, the lanterns.
lanterns?
Yeah. So it, like I
Oh,
said,
it knocked over a lantern.
yeah, and then just catch fire. The thing is that it started in 3 different spots though. That's when they're like, it wasn't the ATF, it was the people inside.
Yeah.
And like I said, they have a video where they
had like the 3 spots been in the same side or some shit, I could believe it. But like, all right, yeah.
But they were saying,
me personally, sorry to be the conspiracy theorist I am, but from what I know is that the fire was the ATF's fault because the
Dude,
tear gas is flammable, and of course they didn't want to be paying another group of people money for their fuck up because a year earlier Ruby Ridge had happened.
I guess.
And they had to pay this man's family money because they killed his wife for basically the same thing.
But I mean,
I guess it makes sense though.
Yeah.
I mean, of course they're not gonna be like we were the ones who did it. Of course.
So they
not.
didn't want another fuck up like that because Ruby Ridge had happened a year prior.
but it's like, why compensate these people?
Here's the
I don't know if that sounds fucked up.
Because
or not, but
it's if you killed my fucking family off some tear gas that you knew was flammable and you went against protocol to shoot this fucking tear gas in my building or in the building I live in over some alleged guns.
If it's a gun against protocol and shit, I get it. But like, I mean,
that's why they didn't do
was
tear gas from the beginning.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Yeah.
it's been 51 days.
Yeah.
I mean,
You could have done
Why-
that from the rip. But
Yeah.
you knew that there was something fucked up if it was.
There was shit
yeah,
like
but I
all
mean,
the guns.
it comes to a point, right, where it's like, all right, we're kind of out of options. This is lasting too fucking long. You know what I mean? It's like these people are not cooperating at all.
Yeah. But
Like the tear gas is like, it was almost like their last resort type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, why would I compensate you for not listening? Had you listened from the get-go, none of this would have happened.
there were
No
victims,
lives
though.
would have been lost.
I feel like it could go both ways, dude. Honestly,
I think you're more
I feel
on
like
the,
ATF.
you're more on their side.
I
I'm
feel
not
like-
saying that you're like gonna
No.
follow them and shit, but I'm just saying like,
No, I've just
They're still
not,
active though.
huh?
I think they're still active.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah.
No shit.
I
It's
just-
been active for like 100 years though.
Yeah.
So like 1920.
I just don't believe. Me personally, fuck the ATF. Me personally, like the ATF.
But I mean, 51 days. Dude. Yeah, that's
The
where I'm
ATF
coming from. It's
the
like it's 51 days.
The ATF
whole standoff.
overdid everything.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Like maybe they should have. Like I said, if you want to catch a guy, just wait until he goes
Yeah.
outside.
So,
You
yeah.
don't
what-
need to be
what-
doing all that.
What would have been your? I'm not saying
This was like a test run.
What would you have done?
Get him outside.
How though?
He left. He leaves. He goes back and forth.
Like,
What do you mean?
He goes
Apparently,
to the store. There's only one road in, one road out.
during the whole raid?
no.
No,
No. That's
Before.
what I'm saying. Like in this situation of the whole raid, what would you have done?
definitely not go automatically to a fucking raid.
Yeah, because they were doing. I think all they had to do was just surround them, cut the water, the electricity, and everything. Eventually, you have to go look for food.
Yeah. Get the fucking guy. Fuck the rest. Get the fucking guy. They're not going to be able to fucking disappear a whole stockpile. Where are they going to disappear a fucking stockpile of arms?
I'm not saying they would have been able to do it. I'm just saying
Yeah.
you don't know what people are capable of.
Well,
you
that's
know
what
what
I'm
I mean?
saying. They had machine guns and everything. Like
Yeah,
they were like.
I'm just saying like there's. I guess I'm more on
The government side?
not really the government side. I feel like you know how I feel
Yeah.
about that shit. But
I
it's
just personally-
like, it's just
I-
like
I agree. I believe that this
it's
could have
the
gone.
stupidity of just not listening. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just
they
like-
could have complied.
if had they complied from the get go, none of it would have happened. You know, and I just see like this would have been a lot different had they just complied from the get go. That's all I'm trying to get at.
But
Yeah, 'cause
there was if you were
Like I'm
for
not
me,
saying the ATF was right or anything. I'm just saying like, you know, yeah, they probably could have done it a different way. But then again, they also could have done shit differently. You know, these people, this cult could have done shit differently.
yeah,
too.
of course.
You know what I mean?
I just feel like it was negligence on both parts.
Yeah.
But honestly, the government overstepped again.
Yeah, because you send the freaking tanks and everything. Like
Yeah.
it was an actual.
Like
Alright,
what
yeah,
the fuck?
that-
Who the
that-
fuck isn't gonna be scared?
Yeah, that
Like,
was,
whoa,
that was
son, what
a
the
little
fuck?
bit
And then
overboard.
some people didn't even know the magnitude of the stockpile in the house either. You get what you get what I'm saying? Because it was like a few select people that would go get these arms, and they just were learning how to use them.
Look at this. It says that when the fire started, they called the fire department, and they got stalked like 4 miles before they got to the place because they had like checkpoints and everything.
Like the fire department got stopped.
Yeah.
See,
It makes
like,
you wonder. It's like, why didn't you let it go, bro? Let
yeah,
them
like
go.
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say. Is like I'm not saying that it's the ATF's fault completely, but I'm not saying it's.
No, this was the ATF's fault.
I'm
They
just
wanted
saying
to
like
clean their
there's
hands.
faults on both sides.
Yeah.
I
you
just
know?
want to know who told the media though.
Because the fucking
They're the ones who's
Exactly.
they're the reason why all of this happened.
the media.
Metidos.
The media.
Yeah, because apparently it was like, where's
But I mean, when isn't it the media's fault?
No, the thing is that the ATF wanted to get rid of as many people as they could that could testify against this. That's what the media was doing.
I guess. But
That's what the ATF was doing. And me personally, I've heard stories of the ATF killing people, doing these crazy ass standoffs with people, and it's always the same story.
Yeah. Again, I'm not supporting the ATF.
I don't
I'm just saying-
support the Branch Davidians, nor do I support
Yeah, I'm
this
just saying.
agency
I'm
of
just
the
saying
government.
overall, in general, shit could have played
Yeah,
differently.
definitely.
Had things been done differently.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like the Branch of Davidians could have fucking complied. ATF didn't have to go so fucking extensive, so like overboard. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was ways of doing this shit.
Yeah. I personally, it's unfortunate that 76 people had to die for this over some guns,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
this
like crazy. But here's the thing, though. Like I said, after the fire stopped and everything, and they found the dead people. David, that's his name, right? Had like somebody had shot him in the head. Like
You think someone shot him or he shot himself?
that's the
They
thing.
don't
I
know.
They don't know.
Oh,
That's another thing. It's like, okay, you didn't die because of
the
fire,
fire.
but
You died. You died before the fire started.
see, bro, you see. There
Well, I
had-
know that you think about it, makes sense though. You're right. You're right.
You see what I'm saying?
They're like, you know what? We spend so much money on this dude. Let's just get rid of him.
Dude, and I didn't even know that. And I didn't even know that, dude.
But I mean,
Holy
like that means
fuck.
that somebody had to have gotten in.
Or it must have been a rat. There must have been a rat.
But that's what I'm saying. Like someone must have gotten in. Like must have been a mole type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There had to
Unless
be a snitch.
if he didn't kill himself.
Because
If he didn't kill
once the
himself,
fire
then-
started, though, a lot of people, like a few people, ran outside.
Mm-hmm.
They were the ones who were still were.
But you say he had gotten shot.
he got
So
shot
I can
before at the beginning.
I can believe that he got.
he got
Oh.
shot the first day. He had
Yeah, he got
like,
shot the first day.
and that's what they
He
was
got
like.
shot the first day.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You need to go get medical assistance. He was like, no, God told me to wait. And I'll wait. And then, but at the end, when the fire and they started like looking for the actual bodies, though, that's when they noticed that he had a hole in his head. Isn't that weird?
Oh, well, that's not. Now I'm not sounding too crazy, huh?
I'm not saying you were crazy. I'm just saying, like, you know, like there's a lot of fucking faults in both sides.
Yeah.
I'm just saying shit could have played differently.
Yeah.
Like that bit of information kind of
Solidified what I said.
Here's my.
not solidify what you said, but it's more on your side of what you said.
I guess if you
But-
think about it that way, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, it goes down to like that's if he didn't shoot himself.
Or some, because
Because this is the only way. Like, if he shot himself, then you can't really blame the ATF. Yeah, that was him. That was all him.
Yeah.
or people
But
that are
like,
saying that
if
someone
there
else
was
did
a mole in
with them.
there, then yeah. But it sounds more like there was somebody on the ATF side within them who shot him. Because if they say they don't know, that's kind of bullshit. Because I mean, we're in that time where you can kind of fucking tell if he shot himself or not. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
there's like these teams that investigate
They're probably
that
just like,
specifically. You know?
You survived, pal? You're not going to survive to tell this one.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't
Yeah.
know, like if they found who did it, but they're apparently they were saying that maybe it was one of his members, or maybe it was the.
Yeah.
Who knows? But what I'm saying is like, who do you think is? I mean, the people that were following him to the end of like until.
That's a
clearly
ride or
died.
die loyalty type of thing.
And to this day, people still waiting for him to come back to life. I guess you can say.
Dude.
So what do you think? What do you guys think? Like me personally, I feel like,
Would you join?
oh, fuck no.
Just start his own.
Yeah.
I'll start my own.
Fuck no, dude.
I think the point of the
So these guys got their Messiah, and the Jewish people are still waiting for theirs.
I have nothing to say.
that's another thing people confuse. I don't know.
Have you guys
I
heard
don't
about the red heifers
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the third temple?
that's the Antichrist though. That's the one they're waiting for
Yeah,
because it's gonna come like just like
So
what this dude did.
they're gonna sacrifice the red heifers,
Well.
and then they're gonna build this third temple. And I think there's like one more thing that has to happen for the Antichrist to basically come out. I guess you could
We
say.
can talk about that the next time. Though.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
talk about that the next time.
But no, like
This is gonna be really
This is-
controversial. We're gonna see how many fucking weirdos we offend.
I don't think that is that. I think the message that
this
we
is
try
all
to.
within the Bible. So
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is in
it's
the
not like
Bible.
we're pulling it out of our ass.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
no, yeah,
were-
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
But you know that there's like those folks that like are like die hard for them and shit. Like they'll fucking say that those are, you know,
I'm
that's
just
No,
the Lord's people.
See,
Anyways,
that's-
let's drop that.
all
Anyways,
right, we'll leave it for another episode. But
yeah,
I sent fucking Mando a video earlier today.
yeah, earlier today.
Yeah, earlier today.
Yeah, we'll talk
About
about
that,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next episode. And we'll definitely talk about it next episode. We can't fucking bullshit around. Like
Yeah.
we have to say, we have to tell our opinions,
Yeah. So
our thoughts on that. But go
okay.
ahead.
So what do you guys think about the people that actually follow
This
this
cult?
type of people though?
I don't know. I feel like they're getting played. You know what I mean? Like they're being manipulated in a way where I guess overall what I'm trying to say is that these people are blind, and they're being taken advantage of
Definitely.
because of their whatever struggles they've gone through.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't think like any of it is a good thing. Well, it's not a good thing.
I guess in essence, they just. I mean, some might be like, I just put my life into this, so I'm gonna stick with it,
Yeah.
type of deal. I
It's
honestly feel like it's very unfortunate that they didn't have somebody to actually show them.
Like I guess what I'm trying to say is that these people found like the first thing that truly helped them, even though that it wasn't the
Yeah.
right help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and they stuck to it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately you came to this scenario, this situation and shit. And I mean, I don't know how there's still people that follow this, seeing what happened and everything. But like I always say, to each their own.
Yeah. What were you
Yeah.
gonna say?
All I'm saying is in Matthew chapter 7, verse 15, it says, "Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing,
Yeah.
but inwardly they are," can't pronounce the word, they're wolves, right?
Yeah.
You will know them by their fruits. That goes to what I was saying. Here's the thing: if you believe in God, right, and I mean, the Bible says we have to commit, and be obedient and everything, right? But what I'm just saying, if you see a pastor, he's doing what he's supposed to do. If you have questions, he explains it. He he helps people. You help you try to get closer to God. But then, you know what I'm saying? That's what God is asking people to do. But then, if you have people like David right here, who clearly says in Matthew 7:16, "You will know them by their fruits." He's taking your wife, your kids. You think that's from God?
But
He
that's
took the meaning of your kids are borrowed and they're gods to like a literal.
yeah. Like it says there, beware of
False prophets.
false prophets, wolves in sheep's clothing, right?
Yeah.
People won't know. And that's where I'm saying, like, that's where these people are in sheep's clothing, but they're wolves, right? So they're taking advantage of these people when they're at their lowest, when they're at they need someone, and like they're the first person to like pop up in their lives to help them.
Yeah, because they know what to say.
And they don't. Yeah, they know what to say. So in essence, you're taking advantage of the situation. So the people in the moment feel like they're getting helped and stuff, and then they don't know any other way. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, again, like it comes to situations like this, but
Yeah. So
And
in
like,
order
you can't tell them otherwise because they've been into this for so long that they won't believe what you have to say.
that's another thing. Like the Bible says, and like I was just saying, because people can do miracles too, right? Right. I guess, and then if you know, this is why it's good to know the Bible. If you know the Bible and the person is doing something that's the opposite of what the Bible says, that should tell you like, hey, this is wrong,
Yeah.
right? Like, and like, I don't know. I guess people just need to read the Bible, pray.
Yeah. And like I said, like, there are people out there that can't read. Well, they can read, but can't read and understand things. Like, you could listen to the Bible. Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm listening to it, and I understand it more. I'm not saying I understand the whole thing, but, like, the more I'm listening to it, like, the more I kind of understand it.
And just
know
to,
what I mean?
Yeah, and just to be clear, we're not what do you call a person who's the
Come on.
in Spanish we got teólogo.
Theology?
Theology. We not, at least I'm not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm still learning, but I think common sense is something that these people didn't have.
Yeah, like I said, common sense is different from fucking faith. Sometimes, unfortunately, faith overpowers common sense.
Yeah. I mean, in the Bible, it says, too, that, I mean, don't go with your understanding. There's things in God's plan that you won't understand. And just have faith,
The whole point
and
is,
I get that. You know what I mean? But like you said, there's like a very thin line of faith and then extremist type things,
Yeah, it's very it's a very rampant thing within religions. We got jihadists that manipulate the Quran their way. We got extremist.
ISIS is one of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got extremist Jewish folks. We have an extremist Christian, nationalism and so on and so forth. So it's rampant within religions. People like to manipulate it to their certain ways.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, but
yeah.
Yeah, like, it's unfortunate, honestly, yeah.
yeah. But sometimes, like, for example, like, have you guys heard of King Baldwin, Jerusalem?
Sounds familiar. I don't know.
Bro, that man conquered. We'll talk about it in another episode. But this is a very good conversation.
Yeah.
Very good conversation.
Yeah. To me, like, I feel like a lot of people twist the Bible to their convenience.
Yeah.
It's like how they've taken stories out of the Bible, too.
Yeah. Like this is like a very good example of shit. And it always like caught my attention because of the religion.
Yeah.
How he like was able to manipulate everything to fall into how he wanted it. That's very fucking crazy.
That's like
it's a
like perfect example of twisting the Bible to your convenience.
Twisting the Bible and the ideology of a certain religion to your own convenience.
Yeah.
But
unfortunately, that shit still happens.
yeah. But
Like, it goes to, like, you know how they say, like who translated the Bible, like the actual first Bible, and like, is the translation true to what the first Bible says?
it should be. They
Should
say
be.
it is.
They say it is, but like, is it?
They've
taken books out of the Bible.
Here's the thing. Here's what people need to understand when you translate stuff. Especially, let's just say translate from English to Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say, how would you say I'll call you back in Spanish?
Ahorita te llamo.
I mean, there's different ways of saying.
What would you say? I heard people, te llamo para atrás.
No,
Oh,
te
yeah.
vuelvo a llamar.
Te llamo para atrás makes no sense. That's when you translate every word, though.
Yeah.
What they did with the Bible is with, like, the original, and then what will make more sense. Te devuelvo la llamada.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, like, te llamo para atrás. Te llamo para atrás literally means vení
call
para
you
acá
back.
atrás.
Yeah.
Call you back.
Yeah.
That's what it means, though. That's what people don't understand. It's like, well, the Bible didn't really say that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they say it about homosexuality too. When it talks about the homosexuality situation, it mentions boy. They say it mentions boy, so they're like, oh, it's talking about pedophilia. But no,
Which is
the
still
original the original says it's an abomination to lay with another man.
Yeah.
That's
That
what I'm
one, the abomination part is like I think that's fucking
Yeah.
clear as day. I don't think you can like really.
Not with a boy. It's
Yeah.
it's not pedophilia. But of course, pedophilia is foul. But again,
you know how they say
those
that
are
you
different
can't
times.
worship like statues and idols and stuff like that. Like it says it in the Bible,
Yeah.
right? Like, isn't that like a really Catholic thing though?
Well, yeah, the Bible says idols. Idols can go from like your phone, your money, your wife, your kids to statue or something, like an image or something.
Yeah, it's touchy. I guess it's very subjective. It's how you
Is it
want
though? But I feel like it's very clear in
Yeah,
the Bible.
but
You know what I
then-
mean?
but
Like
then-
it says it. I'm fairly sure it says statues and
No,
It's
yeah,
even money.
statues,
Even
yeah.
money, 'cause
But it's like
people-
you can,
it says statues, idols, and false prophets and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
False prophets. Just
but
like
anything can
David.
be an idol.
Statue is like
Yeah.
muñeco.
Yeah,
And then idols are
It's anything you give attention to.
you worship them. Like
Yeah.
people's like, oh, I'm married to the money, or
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
would do anything for money,
It's
for
like
fame.
It's like how people say, "What's the first thing you do when you wake up?"
Yeah,
Majority
it's
of the
true.
people.
it's like
I
start
try
getting
not
on
to do
it.
that mental.
But
You
this,
know?
but this,
And then-
but you can have like a statue of Jesus, right? Right. And if you're like, oh, thank you, Jesus, that's different. But oh, yeah, that's Jesus. But I know that that's not Jesus himself. It's a representation of Jesus. Doesn't mean I'm praising. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not like holding it to
Like you're not
worshiping.
worshiping the statue
yeah.
itself. You're worshiping what it represents.
Yeah, you're worshiping what it represents, but not the statue
not
itself.
not the physical statue. You just
People get it like I feel like it gets like I said, that's a blurry line. People start saying, "Oh yes," it starts crying, and you're just like, "Oh my God, this is the Lord itself."
yeah.
Like there, you're just like, "Calm
'cause
down, sir."
I have seen that where they say, "Oh, this statue of Jesus or this statue of Mary started
Yeah,
having like tears of blood or whatever like that."
yeah.
And they start worshiping the statue and stuff, and I'm like, that's not okay.
But
Well,
like,
I don't know. I guess because
I feel
it's the what you learn from that church. Or like if you're new following God, you go to a church where they teach you that that's good, then you would think it's good.
see, but that's the thing. Like I've seen churches that say that it's good, but then I've seen people that say that it's bad. But then when I heard it, to me it's like, oh, I can't be worshiping a statue, and I get it from your perspective,
Yeah.
right? But it's like, what's
that's what I'm saying. It's
what's the
subjective.
overall thing? You know what I mean? Like, what does it really mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, can I not overall worship like as Diego's saying?
No, you can't. You can't.
I'm giving you that
can't.
Rizzler look.
So that's what I'm saying. You can't. I don't know, because a lot of people say, "Oh, you worship Mary, right?
Yeah,
La Virgen de María,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Rosa Guadalupe, y todo eso."
yeah.
If you watch that, they're like, "Well, because she suffered when Jesus was dying." Yeah, she did
She
because she
what?
was a mom.
Oh, she suffered. Oh,
Because she
yeah.
suffered
Mhm.
when Jesus was dying and everything, and that's why she has, she knows the pain. Yeah, she did as a
But-
human though, but she did not pay the ultimate price, which is
Yeah.
dying and paying with.
Yeah.
So is that
blood.
wrong? That's wrong, right?
There is respect because she was
There's
the mom.
yeah, exactly. There's
She's
No,
respect.
the
no,
mom of
I get that.
Jesus.
I get that.
But some
But it's
people
like-
like pray to her.
That's what
Pray.
I'm saying. That's where I'm getting at. Like,
Yeah.
is praying to her the
Yeah.
wrong thing? Because to me, I think that is.
Yeah. For me, my opinion,
I get
it's not right.
I get that was Jesus' mom, and I get that part, right? But like to me, when you start praying to her, it's like you're kind of going over Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going over Jesus and be like, okay, you're one thing, but you're the reason why he was here.
Yeah.
So you have more power over him, type of thing. You know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to
I
say?
got history on that shit, but I just want to talk about it on a different episode.
Yeah.
We'll
I got
definitely
history.
Talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we've this is a very long episode. So
Yeah.
all right,
We'll leave it.
All
for
right.
another
Thank you
episode.
for listening.
thank you for listening.
Hope you like it.
Yeah, hope you like it. New episodes on Wednesday, every Wednesday, and like, subscribe, follow, Give me a thumbs up. Everything. Please. God damn.
What happened?
We have fucking Bucky here dying of excitement with all your fucking likes and subscriptions.
Yeah, he's waiting for those comments. He's itching for
Yeah.
them.
So yeah, thanks for listening, and I hope you guys join us next episode.
Yeah.